Hello all the crazy people out there, my name is Dragonite, welcome back to Pokemon White. Last time, we entered Mr. Island City for the first time, and then took a run up Route 7, fought a bunch of trainers, didn't do super great. Largely on account of my Pokemon being kinda weak, and most of them not being evolved yet, but hopefully, things are gonna start looking up inside the Celestial Tower. There is quite a bit of fighting and experience to be had inside here. For now though, on the bottom floor, I'm just gonna talk to some NPCs who are maybe using the cemetery area in the game for its intended purpose and not just recklessly fighting each other among the gravestones. The people upstairs could perhaps take a lesson from that. But anyway, so there's going to be a bunch of trainers in the Celestial Tower, and we've got to make our way to the top. That's where Skyla is. You are a psychic, and I am realizing that the fact that there's probably going to be a lot of psychics in here, and the fact that Fungus is part poison probably means that Fungus isn't going to be the best to have out front for this section of the game, so maybe I should switch out Argo or something like that for a little while. I don't know. Elgin is really slow. Do you think I can go first with Payback? Oh, I don't go first, but you didn't use a Psychic type attack on me. That's good. I think Payback should take you down. Very nice. Oh, come on! Oh, there goes my ability. It's not the worst thing you could have done to me. Elgin has a pretty high special attack, even for a not yet evolved Pokemon. When it gets to be him, it's really slow, but it also is really hard in the special attack department. And Solosis. I recall fighting one of you not too long ago, and it went poorly, to say the least. A little Psyshock doing a bit of one-hit KO to me, and I think, because I don't really want to go through that again, let's switch out to this guy. Alright, Argo. Yeah, Psyshock. Probably would not have stood up against that super well. Even Argo didn't stand up against that super well, but I think I'm just gonna deal with it, because I'm not gonna run all the way back to the Pokemon Center or the safe house for from here. Sigilif! Alright, now we're getting somewhere. This is definitely a psychic-oriented team. Alright, every time I switch into Zac against something like a Sigilif, I get hit by like an Air Slash or something like that, and it's not a lot of fun, so let's bring a Line in. I know I said the Line is going to be getting a lot of experience in the next gym, but... Oh, you didn't attack, you used Light Screen, okay. Interesting, interesting. That would have nerfed the damage that you would have taken from Bug Buzz, should I have decided to use that, but fortunately I think we're gonna get nerf damage from the Rock Slide because you also use the Reflect. Okay, that's fantastic. Let's see. So, doing another Rock Slide will just barely not take you down, so let's do a little bit of extra damage with Strength, and then... Alright, good, we can hit with the Rock Slide. I'm now worried that I'm gonna miss on Rock Slide basically every turn, because I did miss with it several times in the last video when it would have really been kind of nice if I didn't miss. Anyway. Manual Healing. Let's see, am I gonna go up against... Okay, so I'm not only going to go up against Psychic, so Allison is probably safe against these. I think these are Lasses in here. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Could have been worse. Okay, that other one up there is a Pokefan. Let's see. At least for now, I will let Allison stay in the lead off. I think that's 2 Pokefans up there? I'll have to take another look when I get closer. Allison is now level 35. I will keep her out and lead off for a bit, I think. I might start leveling up my team to the next multiple of 5, level 40 about now. I think. Nothing's coming easy here, is it? Boy. There's by the way, in case you were wondering, Toxic has 90% accuracy. There's a 1 in 100 chance of that missing twice in a row. So, thanks game. Really make me feel lucky today. Alright, let's go up the stairs. And I see a bunch of other Psychics, and I think the fact that Allison is out of payback would make this a good time to switch out. Let's put Argo into the lead-off, and I'm going to once again rearrange the hold items. Not usually quite this militant about making sure that the Pokemon I want to have the Lucky Egg has the Lucky Egg, but since I have it, I might as well make use of it. I wasn't really expecting Argo to be able to do much to a Musharna, who's like, what, fully evolved and mass especially defensive and whatever, but with that critical hit, that was a pretty good chunk. Do I have an Awakening, or any other item that would heal sleep? Wait a minute. I appear to not have an Awakening. Oh, Castilia Cone, that's functionally a full heal, alright. Good thing that I was able to grab one of those however long ago. I'm gonna use my Castilia Cone. I'd better not fall asleep again, because I don't have any way to deal with that. And there's gonna be 3 more Psychics in here, and I believe there's another trainer outside, just out of frame. Alright. You know, I was trying to avoid doing this in this section, but I think it is time to invoke the Gauntlet rule, officially. Alright, so that's our next break point. Tried not to call it that because that's like a code thing, and I couldn't think of anything better to call it. Spell tag. Anyway, I'm fully healed, which I was about ready for that. I think upstairs there's another set of trainers. I don't think we're at the top yet. And indeed, there's 2 ace trainers up here. Alright, at least this should be interesting. Ace trainers are usually interesting. Alright, let's do this. Alright, that was definitely more interesting than the ones downstairs. Wouldn't call it a resounding success or anything, but I'll take it. There was a lot of experience to be had. I do need to heal again, though. And I think there is going to be the one more, that one more ace trainer, and then I think we're at the top. Alright. Shadow Claw. That's a pretty good move. I don't believe I have anyone on my team who can learn it, past, present, or future. But, right now I have more pressing matters. Let me deal with this one last ace trainer. Alright, are you the last trainer in here? I think up on the next floor is the top. That is a revive. On the one hand, this felt like I spent longer in here than I did. On the other hand, I kind of feels like I should say, on the one hand, it feels like I did take a long time in there, but on the other hand, I'm looking at the timer, at my recording timer, and that really didn't take as long as I thought it would at all. Anyway, Skyla! Oh, you came. Thank you. I was right. What I saw was a hurt Pokemon. Don't worry, though. It's fine now. I gave it a max revive, then it felt better and flew away. Don't die of great eyesight. No matter how far away things are, a pilot's eyes can see them. Oh, that's right. Since you've come this far, why don't you ring the bell? Celestial Tower's bell is for soothing the spirits of Pokemon. Also, the character of the person ringing the bell is reflected in its sound. Alright. So I can go walk up to the bell, and I can hit the A button, and we can ring the bell. Very satisfying. The sound of the bell I knew I was going to have that trouble with that word before I said it, as soon as it appeared on the screen. And sure enough, I screwed it up in exactly the way that I expected I would. I love that word. What a pretty sound. Drago, you are a kind and strong person. It's that kind of sound. I'd like to introduce myself again. I'm Skyla, the leader of Mr. Alton City's Pokemon Gym. I use flying-type Pokemon. When you're ready, please come to the gym. I'll give you a big welcome. Alright, so I was expecting that I would put off the gym until the next part of this, until the next episode. But you know what? Since I did get through that a little faster than I thought I would, let me cut away to Mr. Alton City, and I'm gonna take on the gym in this video. And we have arrived back in Mr. Alton City. I did heal up on my own, en route at one of the safe houses, and I'm not gonna take a pit stop in the Pokemon Center. I also rearranged my team slightly, and we can, with the gym guy no longer blocking the door, we can just get a free fresh water off of him. Thanks. Yes, alright, you're also going to tell me what types are useful to have against this gym. I'm going to be going with primarily Rock type, as I mentioned, Boldore line is going to be getting most of the action in this gym. And, if I recall, Skyla's team is going to put a bit of a wrinkle in that. I won't just be able to straight sweep through her team with rock types, but hopefully that should get me most of the way there, and hopefully with the Eviolite, her counter to my rock types aren't going to be that bad. Anyway, there are trainers in this gym. There are times when the AI will use moves like Protect and Detect semi-strategically. Like, a lot of the times I'll see poison types attempt to use them after they attempt to poison you, but God, most of the time they really are just there to waste your time. Alright, so we got a bit of a preview of the potential counter to my rock type strategy in that one. Fortunately, Ducklet didn't actually do anything, but I'm sure we will be seeing others, and I'm sure they will be having some things to say about my Bulldor. Alright. Stealth Rock. Okay, I will definitely be learning that. Stealth Rock is an entry hazard. Anyone who's done anything at all with competitive Pokemon no doubt knows exactly how Stealth Rock works. It will do damage to the Pokemon who switch in over it, based on their weakness to the Rock type. So if you take super effective damage from Rock types, Stealth Rock will do more. If you take not very much damage from Rock types, Stealth Rocks will do less. And I will definitely be learning that, because as we get later in the game, having some free damage on any Pokemon that switches in is going to be definitely a little bit helpful. And I have to say, as much as I was complaining about my luck with accuracy in the last couple of videos, I've used Rock Slide 7 times so far in this gym, and the only time it didn't connect was when Tranquil used Detect that one time. And that's actually a pretty good run of success with a 90% accurate move. Anyway, I don't think I've acknowledged the gimmick of this gym yet. These cannons, if you jump in them a certain way, they will throw you in the direction that you enter them from, and that's Oh no, apparently I'd used Rock Slide 8 times as of my saying that a minute ago. Even better. Anyway, this does create a nice bit of a spatial puzzle in which you have to take a look around and decide which direction you want to be fired out of the cannon. It's not super complicated, I don't think. There's not that many places where you can make a choice based on which direction to go out of a cannon, but definitely a bit of a step up from, for example, Bird's Gym in Castelia City with those silly honey walls. Anyway, that was fun. That was a trip. We're getting to the end of the gym. You can tell because the cannons are getting slightly more dramatic. Are there any more trainers for us to fight? I don't think there's any more trainers for us to fight between us and Skyla. Bonk! Ooh, that one's gonna leave a mark. It's the blood stain on the walls from my nose, I think. Alright. So we've made it to Skyla. I probably could do to heal. I don't think I'm actually worried as much about HP at the moment as I am about power points, because I believe I'm completely out of power points on Rock Slide. I will fill up online on HP though. Anyway, just to top things off. And do I have a regular ether? I have a regular ether. I have 4 regular ethers, and I'm gonna use one. on Rock Slide down there. So that should be all full. Skyla! Let's do this. This shouldn't take too long. I should be able to get through this without too much trouble. Yeah, the Mistral and Cannons, your pride and joy. I've been enjoying them. I honestly just kind of wish there was more of this gym to make more use of those, you know, spatial reasoning puzzles. But, Skyla! Let's do this. So she's going to challenge us. You have 3 Pokemon. You're going to start off with a Swoobat. That is going to be no problem at all. Do I have any, like, cross speed? Could I use, like, 4 cross speed, triple my speed, and potentially go faster than whatever you have to throw out later? I don't know. I'm going to use Stealth Rock. Amnesia's not going to make any difference in the world. I have entirely physical attacks on this Bulldor over here. Stealth Rocks will make sure that everything switching in after this takes a little bit of extra damage, which I will not say no to. Rock Slide, Heart Stamp. Okay, that's a rather curious special Psychic type attack. It's not very good, and I think Woobat and Swoobat are the only ones who can learn it. It's a bit of a weird move. Swanna! Alright, this is your big bad. This is what I'm moderately worried about. What Swoobat did accomplish in doing is breaking my Sturdy, doing a little bit of damage to me, and if you were to, for whatever reason, use, for example, Water Pulse on me, I would not be protected from being taken down by Sturdy. I would not have that insurance, as it were. But, fortunately, you decided to use Aqua Ring for reasons which are just beyond me, because honestly, if you did use a Water move, I assume you have Water Pulse. Swanna probably could have really messed up my strategy here using a Rock type. But anyway, your last Pokemon's Unfezant. Unfezant, in case you haven't noticed, has 2 forms, a male and a female form, so that's a rather dramatic sexual dimorphism that it's got going on there. And it's something that I think a lot of people may not have necessarily noticed just by playing through a Pokemon game and seeing the 2 forms of Unfezant, but I like it. A lot of birds do have traits like that. The males having like big showy colors and tail feathers and whatever. Anyway, that's it for Skyla's gym. That is our 6th gym badge out of 8. We are 75% of the way there. And yes, the jet badge. Hot stuff. That many gym badges, Pokemon up to level 70 will obey you. Also, as thanks for a Pokemon battle that made me very happy, I want to give you this TM, and that is going to be TM 62 Acrobatics. Pretty good flying type move. I don't know if anything that's on my present or future team is going to be able to learn that. There might be one. I will have to check. Acrobatics is a 55 power flying type move, which doesn't sound that great, but it will double to 110 power flying type move if the user is not holding anything, which is definitely something that can play into your strategy. Anyway, what are you doing? They may say it is for understanding one another better, but what trainers really use battle for is to compete, and they hurt each other's Pokemon. Am I the only one who finds this terribly painful? Whatever. I'm going to talk to your Pokemon. I've been living with Pokemon since I was born, so it's easier for me to talk with them than with people. Because Pokemon never tell lies. Hey, Bulldor. Would you tell me what kind of a trainer Drago is? Okay, I got it. So Drago was born in Uvima Town, lives with Mom, and was given the Pokédex to start off on a journey to see the world. Still, this Bulldor trusts you for some reason. That's good. If every person in Pokemon cared about one another like you two do, I could watch over the future of people and Pokemon without having to liberate Pokemon from people who just use them. Getsus is using Team Plasma to search for some special stones, the Light Stone and the Dark Stone. These stones hold the essence of 2 legendary Pokemon. It is said that when they lost their physical form, they fell into a slumber and were transformed. Now, they wait for the hero's arrival. I shall resurrect a legendary Dragon-type Pokemon from one of these stones and become its friend. That will show the world that I am the new hero. Everyone will follow what I say. My vision is to change the world without using force. Trying to change the world by force will just make others resist. If people resist, the ones that will be hurt are the innocent Pokemon used by foolish trainers. You understand. Pokemon are not just tools for people to use. As a result, Pokemon and trainers who care about one another— God, you're talking a lot. Channeling your inner Getsus, are you? Pokemon and trainers who care about one another, like you and your Pokemon, will be separated. And that does break my heart a little. Alright, now he's done. Man, N is usually a little bit on the brief side. Getsus is usually the one who I'm used to just, you know, speaking an entire novel as a way of brooding. Anyway, I'm gonna end this off here. My name is Dragonite. This has been Pokemon White. We made a pretty decent amount of progress in this video. Next time we're going to be heading off down Route 7, which I've already cleared out, and moving on past the barrier to Twist Mountain, which we ran into last time. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.